Hey guys, it's Ken Scott, Senior U.S. Immigration Law Intelligence Analyst with US Entry Waiver Services.com, and let us get you cleared to enter the United States of America. Oh, guys, don't know where to start this topic. I keep seeing disturbing things online in a sense that there's really a lot of bad information out there about these border crossing issues, these U.S. entry waiver cases. It's just, I, I, a lot of it comes from discount waiver companies, comes from lawyers. It just, in a way, I feel for you guys because some of you guys, well, a lot of you guys don't know which way to turn. You guys have turned towards us. We've got you guys cleared. So, I mean, that's ultimately the best way to turn. But you guys are faced with a lot of bad information out there. This one's from a discount waiver company. I'm going to read it. And it says a U.S. entry waiver overrides any personal discretion the officers at the U.S. border may have. Guys, that's complete 1,000,000% bullshit. No, it does not. Because the fact that if this is your U.S. entry waiver, hold it up in your passport. This is your waiver. Your waiver says you need a waiver for bank robbery. That's fine. So you need a waiver for bank robbery. This is your waiver. But then you tell the guards ask you the question of, if you smoke marijuana. So, well, yeah, when I was in university. Shh, horn up. This is no longer relevant because now you need a waiver for the weed smoking. And don't tell me that weed's legal in Canada. Of course it is. It's not legal in the USA as per Joe Biden, at least not federally. Joe Biden is federal. So in the other video, we talked about this, the federal or the emperor and the lower level governor. We already discussed this, so we're not going to rehash that in there. But for them to say a U.S. entry waiver overrides any personal discretion the officers at the U.S. border may have, guys, that's complete bullshit. It's complete nonsense. That's not even true. The officer at the port of entry has the final say-so if you can enter the United States. I mean, that's like common sense 101. Now, for the title for this video, I didn't know which was the best one. I'm on the fence of why do I need a U.S. entry waiver or U.S. entry waiver inadmissibility reasons. So you got to say, well, which one? What's the best one? We have a waiver case I'm looking at. And what happened, this person has visa violations. So how can I do this? I'll just scan it. I'll call her Jane Doe. On such and such date, Jane Doe, yada, 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 citizen of Canada, arrived at yada, yada. Subject was sent to secondary as for being exact, blah, 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 match for possible unlawful presence in the United States. And passport control secondary, Jane Doe was placed under oath and a sworn statement was taken. Under oath, Jane admitted that she'd been living in the United States since blah, blah, blah without USCIS authorization. Jane Doe further stated that she also engaged in unlawful employment, working as blah, blah, blah since yada, 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 getting paid so many dollars without authorization from United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. Subject was found inadmissible to the United States per section blah, blah, blah. And I do the blah, 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 guys, to protect the person's identity and also not to get the discount waiver companies anything they can use to keep their lights on or doors open, or even with the lawyers. Because like I always told you guys, a lot of these places, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Subject was processed for, I want to use the term, recommended per Senior Chief Border Patrol Officer, blah, 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 and approved by Chief, I'll say Chief Water, with concurrence of Section Chief Second Water on blah, blah, blah date. Jane Doe stated, no, I won't say that. I won't say that. Okay, that's part of the notes. So you look at the sworn statement, you go through it. Some things in here that really stand out. The client told us one thing, but when we do our due diligence, we're finding other stuff. So I guess the main point of this video is you guys need to understand a lot of these waiver cases or waiver issues, depending upon the circumstances, you really got to know what you're doing. You really got to know your due diligence, or know how to do your due diligence, and you know how to get the material. You have to you have to know how to analyze it. You have to know what you're looking at. You have to know the best possible way to get the stuff cleared. The people who cheap out with the discount waiver company, they get screwed because of cases like this. I hate to say it, you guys deserve what you get, because you guys don't want to spend the money to ensure you're getting proper service. Then you guys get what you deserve. So if I use the title of why do I need a US entry waiver? Well, you need a US entry waiver, a non-immigrant waiver, if you wish to enter the United States as a non-immigrant, if you're inadmissible for certain relevant criminal issues or certain immigration violations. In this case, this person, she has definitely relevant immigration violations. Now, another thing I picked up in this one, when they gave her her ban, they quoted one code, but they actually missed another code. So I caught the code they missed. So what's going to happen is when this waiver gets filed, it's going to go to the headquarters. They're going to look at it, and then when they look at it, they likely will catch the code that they missed the first time. Then they're going to write back to her and tell her such and such, and then we got to do a certain procedure to get that cleared. So now that's probably going to cost her more money, because the agreement we made was for the one waiver. She may need a second one based upon these relevant codes I'm looking at. So the point is, she's likely not going to cheap out. She'll get her stuff done. But you guys cheap out with these dollar store places who don't understand how the stuff works. You guys really doing yourself a disservice, because you got to remember that the money you're investing in this stuff is to get you cleared to enter the USA. And quite often, depending upon the circumstances, this stuff is not always black and white. You really got to know how to dig and analyze. And what I'm finding, a lot of these lawyers, even they don't know. They don't know how to dig. They don't know how to get the material. And if they happen to get it, they don't have the same regulations and manuals that we do, because we use the same ones that CBP and Homeland Security and the U.S. government uses. Even some of these municipal agencies in Washington State who are non-federal, we have their manuals as well. Won't bore you guys with how we have it. You guys know part of the reason why, because of my background, but there's some other reasons why we have access to that material that I won't put on here. So I'll just leave that part at that. Don't want to go any further there. But I was also thinking the title of this video could be US Entry Waiver Inadmissibility Reasons. So certain relevant criminal convictions, certain immigration violations. And guys, let me see here. No, I better not do that. Because if I do that, then you guys might be able to see through the paper and see something that's sensitive. Or more so, the discount waiver companies can see something sensitive and try to reverse engineer it. It's really too bad, because a lot of stuff we can't share with you guys, because these clowns are really just following us like demons, just trying to get anything they can to use to keep the lights on. We've already found evidence of it. When a gentleman came in here, had some of our material that discount waiver company had downloaded. It's small stuff, so it wasn't really that big. But anyway, guys, the point is, regarding these inadmissibility issues, you really have to know what you're doing with this stuff. This stuff can go so many ways. Like, for example, even CBP, they miss certain codes, as they did with this person. I caught the code, and I can't believe they missed it. So again, when they get this waiver, they're going to write back, and they're going to ask for more stuff, and based upon such and such, so we know how to get around it. Anyway, guys, won't hold you up too long. Hopefully that wasn't too boring. Sometimes it's kind of hard to talk in code. Really don't like having to do that, but these lawyers and discount waiver companies leave us no choice. I mean, it is what it is. So again, Ken Scott, Senior, U.S. Immigration Law Intelligence Analyst with www.usentry-waiver-services.com, and that's 888-908-3841 or 604-562-8140. So November 2023 is rapidly approaching. I guess it's a week or so away. And we may not make any videos for a small period of time. I'm taking a mini holiday, going to a certain EU country for a while. We have an office there as well, so I'm going to go over there and see how that function is going. And I'm going to do a YouTube video from there, and you guys can actually see. We got one from 2017 from over there, but we're going to do another one for that. And no, it's not England. So anyway, guys, want to sign off, but remember, sometimes these waiver cases can be really complex depending upon the circumstances. You really got to know what you're doing. You really got to know, in a sense, which doors to open, which ones not to open. If you open the wrong doors, you can really screw the person. If you open the right door, you get the person cleared. And as of October, what's today? What is today, actually? As of October 23rd, 2023, we still have a 100% success rate as of 2021. We were at 99, now we bumped back up to 100. So, all right, guys, I won't bore you too much. Live long and prosper. Why you should be denied entry to that country. So, if you're denied entry to the United States for criminality, maybe, at a bar fight, or maybe you were accused of, I don't know, it's okay. You didn't do it. This is what you want to do. You may need a US Entry Waiver. You may, or you may not. If you do, you want to use sendittoken.com. Send it to ken.com. And once you use sendittoken.com, we can get you cleared to enter the United States. Does not matter what your conviction is, whether it's for or
nothing is impossible.
Why? Because we're there. You need us.
Sendittoken.com. I gotta tell you, folks, wait till Hulk Hogan comes out here. The roof is gonna come off the Bell Center here in Montreal. As the anticipation builds, you can feel it. The legendary Hulk Hogan is a heartbeat away